I love this question because it shows how the test writers can take what is easier math and turn it into a commonly missed question by way of traps that we have in place. Now, clue number one that I want to give you is anytime we're seeing a type of unit of measure in italics on a question, this tells us that we're going to have to convert. I can also recognize that it's giving me my measurements in terms of feet, where I need to be paying attention to an answer in terms of yards. So what most students do here, and this is why they miss that answer, is they come through and say, okay, I've got 27 feet here, I've got 75 feet here. I know to find my area, I'm going to multiply my length by my width, which in this case would be 27 by 75. Now remember, you get to use a calculator on every single math question on the ACT. So take the time, plug this into your calculator, make sure that you're not making any careless errors. So I'm getting a total of 2025. Now this is feet squared. So notice that this question doesn't give students the conversion between yards and feet. That's something that they're going to have to know. Now the common error here is that students recognize 1 yard equals 3 feet. And they would come through and they would divide this answer by 3 in order to make that conversion. And in doing so, they would choose the trap answer of 675. Now let's talk about why that's a trap answer. If I were to draw a small box that is 1 yard by 1 yard, I'm recognizing that the area on this is 1 yard squared. But we have to remember that this is 3 feet by 3 feet in terms of that conversion. So the area on this is 9 feet squared. So I can't divide by 3, I'd have to divide by 9. Okay, it's really hard to remember that when we're in the heat of the moment of trying to get through our questions quickly and accurately. So the way I tell students to combat the careless error that happens on questions like this is I want you to convert first. So we're going to make that conversion before we do any math. So I'm going to take my 27 feet and I'm going to divide that by 3 to turn it into my number of yards. I'm going to take my 75 feet and I'm going to divide that by 3 to turn that into my number of yards. So I now have 9 yards by 75 yards. And I know that that's going to come in at 225. Notice that if I would have taken my 2025 feet squared and divide that by 9, I would end up with that same answer of 225.